now is done with the conversation. Yeah, the network is terrible today, so apologies once again on behalf of the network provider. But if you're just joining us, you are listening to 92.3 Nigeria Info, and right now we're having hard facts with Kala Dakorubat for 8 minutes, or about 9 minutes gone past the hour of 5. And right about now, we want to talk about some political conversation, and we'll find a way to link it to conversation for development. Now, this morning, I read the news where the story that APC chieftain Tony Okocha appealed to the immediate past governor of Rivers State, Wike, that is needed in the APC. He said he should not just come join the APC, but he should assume party leadership in the state. That's party leadership of the All Progressives Congress in Rivers State. Mr. Okocha, as you know, was the leader of the then Tinubu Shetima Presidential Campaign Organization in Rivers State. And of course, he made the meeting, or rather, he made the appeal in a meeting with members of APC in Port Harcourt. Mr. Okocha said the leadership of the PDP does not appreciate the value that the former governor brings. Now, let's take a listen to Tony Okocha so we can understand the story properly. I mean, we could hear from him directly.
We're also here to rekindle, to reinstate, to re-emphasize that in the leadership of the Tinubu's family in Rivers State, that we acquiesce 100% to Chief His Excellency Barrister Ezewon Nyesom Wike. We acquiesce to him as our leader, because he who pays the piper dictates the tune. When it was difficult, when even the national could not oblige us funds for a national rally, the magic was done by somebody. When Omefele and his team made it impossible for monies to move for a campaign to states, somebody made it possible for us to fund our agents in the 6,868 polling units in Rivers State.
All right, so you heard him right. I didn't say any of that, right? But let's take a listen to what he had to say again, because this time he did say that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should give whatever benefit is due Rivers State to the former governor, as governor has worked out and should be rewarded, and also that the former governor, he knows how to distribute these benefits in Rivers State to the needed people, to the people who, deserve it, the deserved people, so to say. Let's take a listen now.
We'll make these demands. Our demand, because we won election. Rivers State is one of the states in Nigeria that delivered Tinubu outrightly. South and Southeast is only in Rivers State that Tinubu won outrightly. So we have a right of entitlement. And our demand is that nobody should rob Peter to pay Paul. Our own share of the booty should be given to us. It should be handed over to His Excellency Ezewon Nyesom Wike, CON. We say so because we are confident that as soon as it gets to him, he knows those who worked for Tinubu, and it will get to us. Yes.
All right, so once again, you heard from the horse's mouth. People were in the background, believed to be APC members, and they were clapping, they were applauding. So it's not just Tony Okocha who's of that belief system. There are other people from the APC who thinks that the former governor Nyesom Wike is needed in the APC. However, I'm wondering, up until the election, we of course, we in Rivers State, you and I, we were made to believe that the former governor, the governor before the former governor, I'm just joking, former governor Rotimi Amechi, was believed to be the leader of the APC in Rivers State. Is there something we do not know about? Has that been a shift? That's the political angle to it. But to the developmental angle to it, you and I talked about it once when we were having the big headlines. And the story then was, or the headline then was, that the governors, APC governors, were to nominate 3 persons in their state for ministerial positions because, as the law provides, the appointment should reflect the federal character, right? And so if that is the law, where there are APC governors, the APC governors will nominate 3 individuals from the state to the president rather. Then the president will, from those 3 individuals, choose someone to be a minister. Now, in places where there are no APC governors, the leader of the party in the state, the leader of the structure in the state, is believed to be the one to nominate. And so that brings us to the conversation. If the former governor, Wike, is now the one to select, or if he's the one being selected, how does that affect Rivers State? So we'll look at it from the political angle, we'll look at it from the developmental angle. And so I have my guest, J.C. Williams, Esquire. He's a lawyer and is a stakeholder in the APC. So hopefully we'll be able to answer the political questions while you get to answer the developmental questions. Welcome on the show, J.C. Williams, Esquire.
Thank you, Kalada.
All right, so to the big question, I think that should be the only question I would even ask you. Is there a shift in the leadership structure of APC in Rivers State? Is it vacant? Let me put it that way.
The answer to your question is emphatic no.
Okay.
There is no vacancy.
So Amechi has not defected from the APC.
You know the answer.
I do not know the answer. That's why I invited you.
If Amechi defers to any other political party, you will hear. This is
now the reason why I asked the question, when he was governor, and he was having 1 or 2 issues with the then president, Goodluck Jonathan, at the time, there were rumors that he had left the PDP. But in an interview that I watched, I went back and I watched the interview, it's on YouTube, even though there were the rumors, he said he had not left the party. And a couple of days later, we saw the announcement that he was a member of the APC. So the question yet again is, has he defected? Because during the inauguration of the president, when he was sworn into office, Amechi was seen in a video on social media to be in Abia State, where the Labour Party governorship at the time governor-elect was being sworn into office, now governor of the state. So there are questions. Is he still a member of the APC?
Just wait. If Amechi is leaving APC, you will hear. Okay. That is all I have to tell you. And to say Amechi wasn't seen during the presidential inauguration, this thing, Amechi was in Abia. Don't also forget that Samuel Otom of Benue State, that was supposed to be in his state, Amechi wasn't handing over to anybody.
Okay.
Samuel Otom of Benue State, that was supposed to be in his state to hand over, was in Rivers State.
Okay.
So I don't think that you can choose where you want to go to at any point in time. Okay. If a serving governor that is supposed to hand over that day left his own state, came to Rivers State, there's somebody who has been governor who have left the office over 8 years ago, decided to go to where his friend is.
But if because I'm not a member of the APC and I do not know what's happening, if he is the leader of Rivers APC, he should have been representing Rivers APC at the swearing-in ceremony of the president, now the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
The point remains that was a ceremony.
Okay.
They were not sharing any political position there. And come to think about it, even the person or the group of persons that are calling on a particular person to come and become the leader, was that person there at the presidential inauguration?
Of course, he had to hand over in his
Oh, really?
Yes, he had to hand over.
Meaning he's not even the leader too.
But he has visited the president on
it doesn't matter how many times. Occasions. It doesn't matter how many. All the appointments so far the president has made. You didn't hear that those people visited him in France or in Germany, in America. They were here and the appointment came. If you like, we're running around president, and the man knows what he wants. He knows what he will do at any point in time. So it doesn't matter who is visiting him 1 million times in a week.
Okay. So being a close ally, because I've heard you talk about your loyalty to Rotimi Amechi Being a close ally, you can categorically say there is no grouse between Amechi and the president, Ahmed Tinubu.
You see, I don't talk what I'm not sure of.
Okay.
When I come here to talk, I talk what I can anytime, any day tell you, yes, I say this.
All right.
Amechi is an individual.
All right.
The president Tinubu is an individual. I'm not in between them to know when they have issues or not.
But as a member of the party, you get fillers. You get fillers.
No. I don't work on assumption.
Okay.
That I'm a member of a political party does not mean that I will know what all the members of the political parties are doing. No, I'm not a spirit.
Okay, so if you're saying that Amechi still is the leader of Rivers APC, how? And I've asked you this question on several occasions. How will a Wike come into the APC now that members of the APC are urging him to come?
Okay. Let me correct that impression.
I know what impression you want to correct, but before you get into that, how would the presence of the former governor in the APC, change the structure of the APC?
Okay, now let me correct that impression. When Tony, my dear brother and friend, was talking here, Tony never said. I listened to him. He can play it back. Tony never said that APC Rivers State want Wike to come.
Okay.
What he said that members of the Tinubu Shetima campaign organization.
Where are they not part of the APC?
No, Canada, that's where you get it wrong. Some persons that voted for Tinubu may not necessarily be APC members.
Okay.
Because not everybody is a politician.
I'm going to play that soundbite again.
Please do.
Just for clarity. So listen.
We'll make these demands. Our demand, because we want to. We're also here to rekindle, to reinstate, to re-emphasize that in the leadership of the Tinubu's family in Rivers State, that we acquiesce 100% to Chief His Excellency.
So the Tinubu, no. The Tinubu's family, is that not the APC?
No, you're getting it wrong. APC is a party. Tinubu family is not APC. Let me tell you something.
Okay. So
you can be contesting the election on a party platform.
Yeah.
Not every member of that party will vote for you. And some people who are not even of that party will vote for you. Not every Nigerian is a politician. There are some persons that are not carrying members of any political party.
So it brings me back to the question I asked you once upon a time. Are you saying some people in APC voted for the PDP during the,
No, that's not the point. The point is that, last time I was there, asked me if Tony Okocha was a member of APC.
He says he's a member.
That's what he said. And I told you, by the records of APC, that is registered in each of the ward. That is how you know membership. His name is not found in his ward. Right?
Can you avail me with this record, this membership record? Is it possible for me to lay my hands on it?
Maybe I will do that next time. Maybe sometime next week.
All right,
I will do that. So the point is, Canada, you don't need to be a member of a political party, a carry member to support the candidate of your choice. And let me also go back to the issue of inviting somebody to come and assume leadership of a party. Look, we are politicians, for Christ's sake. You don't invite party. You don't invite anybody. Please come. We're inviting you. Why we're inviting you is because we want you to be a leader. Party have structure.
All right.
Party have structure. Let me tell you something. What happened in Zamfara State? The immediate past governor of Zamfara Matawale contested election under PDP and won the governorship of Zamfara State. Few months into his administration, he decided to leave PDP for APC. Do you know what happened? Because he was a serving governor. Serving governor is the leader of the party in that state. APC say, now that you're coming to our party, we'll collapse all the structure of APC into your hand because you are the leader. Now, I have never seen anywhere in Nigeria where a former governor, not like it's a new state where we say he's the only former governor. A former governor will be asked, please come. Not the sitting governor.
But according to what Tony Okocha said, he played a very vital role.
It doesn't matter what role he played. Okay. That doesn't confer on you the authority to be the leader of that party. Now, let me tell you.
So are you saying that if for any reason that the former governor, Wike, happens to be in the APC, he will not be conferred with the title leader of the APC of River State.
Very, very, very impossible. Let me tell you why. See, we are not against anybody supporting anybody.
Okay.
That is politics. But let me tell you, that's why I say APC is not one and the same thing as Tinubu group. In APC, there is structure. Tinubu was a candidate under APC.
It was also said to be the leader, one of the leaders.
Let me tell you something. He was the leader.
Yeah.
He is still the leader. He was leader even when he was not the president.
Yeah.
By the way APC structured it.
Yeah.
Now he is the president. Of course, automatically he's the leader.
So if he's the leader and then they're talking about his family, does that not mean the APC?
No. Family.
Okay.
Canada. Nigeria Info is different. Canada is working in Nigeria Info. It's different from Canada's family.
Okay.
Your family cannot be Nigeria Info. You are just a staff.
We'll go for a quick break. When I come back from that break, I'm going to be asking you the question. 3 ministerial nominees would be selected from each state. How would that process come from Rivers State? Just stay tuned.
No panicking, no
Yes, you're still listening to Hard Facts, 92.3 Nigerian 4. I am Kalada Korubatabu, and I've been speaking with J.C. Williams, Esquire. An APC stakeholder, and he's been very emphatic that even if the former governor would or should join APC, he would not be the leader of the party, because it's only the highest ranking person in the state that can be the leader. And he said the former governor would not be the highest ranking person in the state, given that he is not the only former governor in the APC. However, 3 persons from each state are supposed to be nominated for ministerial positions, which I believe is the reason why all of these conversations are happening now. What's your take? How do you think from Rivers State those names will emerge, given we don't have the APC governor, and there is the talk of the leadership issue in Rivers State?
Well, again, I tell you, Canada, there is no leadership issue in Rivers State APC.
Okay.
Now, let me also remind you that a couple of months back, my dear brother and friend Tony Okocha have said that he's the leader of APC Rivers State. I hope you've not forgotten that.
No, that's why I said the leadership issue.
Now, let me tell you something. Now, if Tony Okocha a few months ago have said he is the leader, what has changed now that the leader, as he claimed he is or he was, is now inviting another person to come and be leader? I thought he's the leader.
No, let's leave that.
Is by the way.
Let's get to the emergence of 3.
Let me also tell you that this whole hulabaloo on come and be leader and not come and be leader is premised on this
ministerial
nomination or nominees that the presidency have asked the states. And let me tell you, the leadership of APC in Rivers State is not in contention. The APC national know that. They know. You see, somebody can be claiming that he goes to Abuja 100 times in a day. He goes to the villa 100 times in a day. Don't forget that towards the end of Buhari's tenure, it was also said by the same person that Amechi no longer has access to the villa. You remember? The next day, Amechi was seen in the villa. So, as they want to be ministers, they also want to be leaders. Let them nominate themselves now.
All right.
Let them nominate themselves. They are children of the villa now. Let them nominate themselves.
Okay, we don't have much time, so I'm just going to open the phone lines now. And then the question is, going by what Tony Okocha has said, that the former governor should join the APC and be the leader of the party, and then, either take the ministerial position or share the... I know when they were talking about benefits, that's... Okay, let's go with what they have said, benefits. Either take the benefits or share the benefits to the people who are deserving. So now the question is... would the former governor in that role really bring, because this is the federal government we're talking about, bring the dividends of democracy to the people? 0817923 0002 and 0817923 0003. For WhatsApp messages, use the number 0809 030 6416. All right, on Facebook we're live, on YouTube we're live, and we're active on Twitter. All right, Nigerian 2PH is the handle for all 3 platforms. Dakuku from HA.
Okay.
Dakuku from HA, welcome. Hello, Dakuku from HA, welcome.
Good evening, Canada. This is Dakuku from Apokiji.
All right, welcome then.
For the list, let me tell you, in APC Rivers State, there was no division. The leader still remains division. For what the man is saying, I guess he's staying there. And he remains the leader of APC. He even starts back at the whole. As I'm speaking to you, even if they said they can't go to Asrock when Abuari is at the saying, he went there, he goes to Abuja anytime he likes. He goes to Asrock at any time. This is what they are talking about, Wike coming up. Wike cannot be leader of APC Rivers State. And I meant he's going to nominate somebody who's going to be minister for not Tony Okocha.
All right, then.
Tony Okocha is a political jobber. We know he's very hard way to favor him because of Wike. But I meant he remains. I get to my point.
All right,
whatever they do, I meant he remains the leader of APC Rivers State.
All right,
they cannot take it for him.
All right, thank you, Dakuku. Thank you, Dakuku. I've got anonymous calling from Ogbogoro. Anonymous caller, welcome. Yeah, good evening to you. Yeah, welcome.
Let me also have some questions. Tony Okosha, does Tinubu know Tony Okosha really? Or does the APC National know Tony Okosha? If really Tinubu knows Tony Okosha or the APC National knows Tony Okosha, is he not man enough to be the leader of APC? Why is he begging the former governor, Wike, to come over to APC and take over leadership? Then secondly, that organization, in every political party, they have pressure groups that makes up different political parties. Now, the Tinubu Shetima campaign organization, I thought it was Dr. Sokonte David that is the leader of that group, because before the election, Tony Okosha and his friends walk out from a meeting because Sokonte was appointed the leader of that group. So I don't get it. I don't get where Tony Okosha stands for.
Clinton from Bori. Clinton, good evening to you. Welcome.
Hello, Colin. We could join the APC. So I wanted to ask if Tony Okosha is no longer the leader of the APC in River State. Okay. Because a few weeks ago he was on air that he's the leader of APC. He's the leader of APC. What has happened?
Maybe he's looking for another leader. I mean, leaders are sometimes what do they call it now? They are selfless. That's the word I was looking for. Leaders are selfless, so he's willing to let it go for another leader to come in.
Oh, okay. So Canada, it's like I said, there is no fire without smoke.
Okay.
Tony Okosha lacks the capacity to even approach the villa, and he knows this.
Okay.
And President Tinubu knows those that have something upstairs. We are part of this Tinubu's family. We know those that contributed immensely to the success of Tinubu. And also, we should also be aware that we passed the era of ballot box smashing.
All right. Clinton, I've got to let you go now. Thank you very much for your time. I've got time from Onelga, and you'll be the last caller for now. God's time, welcome.
Yeah, Canada, good evening.
Yeah, good evening to you.
I want to greet your guests in the studio.
All right.
Thank you.
Canada, it's just unfortunate that some persons will just wake up by the left side of their bed and assume that they are leader. I want to ask, who is Coach Tony Okosha in River State APC? That he will say he's the leader once, and now he's crying out loud for Ezebonye and Wike to join us in APC. This is someone who cannot even deliver his polling unit. He's calling on another person to come and save him. Calling a leader to come and save him. Shame they catch me for them.
All right, thank you very much, God's time. Thank you. Let's have your final words now. We've got a commercial coming up.
Well, just a quick one. You see, I said you right here that everybody has the grace of God.
Of course.
But there are stages of that grace. Whether anybody likes it or not, the grace of God upon Right Honorable Jibigoro Jimi Amechi today, nobody can take it away from him.
Who do you think will be nominated from the APC from River State? Who do you think?
Canada, as I speak to you here, unfortunately, I'm not a leader that the national will call on to make nominations.
But like I said, you would have feelers because
the feeler I have because I know who the leader of the state is, and that is the Right Honorable Jibigoro Jimi Amechi. If they approach him the way he does his own thing, and he say, "Go do whatever you want to do," that doesn't take away the leadership from him.
All right then.
But I know that the national cannot come to River State APC today and bypass the Right Honorable Jibigoro Jimi Amechi. No, it's not possible.
All right. On WhatsApp, hard facts at Canada on the leadership of the APC and the call by Tony Okosha. There is no dispute that Right Honorable Rotimi Amechi remains the leader of the APC, not only in River State, but the entire South geopolitical zone. Tony Okosha and his SY principal, Senator Abe, whom he later backstabbed, were no longer members of the APC, having failed to revalidate their membership, which was done nationwide. The various organizations formed as pressure groups to canvass support for Tinubu is different and distinct from the APC party structure in the state. Bene, Menebene, Opoko, Kana, LGA. All right, we've got the commercial coming up, so I would have to step on the brakes yet again. But when I do come back from the other side of the 6 o'clock news, we'll continue this conversation. Please do stay tuned.